So nice done though.
Looking forward to doing this one. It's been a while since I've done a coupe. Don't fall off the ramp.
It's going to be worth a fortune. 10 years.
They're getting there, yeah. They most definitely are. I think for a good one now, you can spend well over 10 grand. Ooh, I wonder if it's still living in there. Hopefully, it's not had any of the loom. Let's risk losing my hand. Now, oh, hang on. Is there something dead in there?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, it smells. It smells.
Find your way better.
That's a bit heavy.
This in the strut.
Oh yeah, that is right, it's heavy then. Right. This is just a quick look over it because it's got so much crap underneath the bonnet. It's all there at least. The engine cover's inside the car.
Yeah, yeah.
No rot there. No rot there. Can't see anything on the turrets. Belt here cracks the belt. It looks okay. Still going strong, really. Now let's see if we've got any rat's nests in here. Just want to eliminate anything wrong with it because the customer wants to start it. Yes, it is due a cam belt, but he's happy to give it a go just to make sure it runs okay. So it's been sitting for about 5 years, so the fuel will want using up anyway. Okay, that's not bad at all.
Oh yeah, it's alright, isn't it?
Okay, look at that one. The mount here is broken on it, but we can always glue that and plastic weld it. Right, give it a go, see if it'll start. Knock it off for a sec. I forgot to do something. It has oil. And it looks reasonably clean as well. Just be the alarm going off on it. That's one thing I do hate. See that look in there?
Yeah.
Silicon sealant. Oh. Rather than buying a new gasket, they've warped loads of silicon in it. And that's going to be a nightmare. Right. Cheapskates. Save 20 quid. Right, fire it up again and we'll let it run for a bit longer. That's just top end tap where the oil hasn't got to the hydraulics yet. Okay. So we'll let it warm up for 5 minutes and see how it goes. So, I mean, there's no danger of the belt going. We've checked it already and there's no major cracks on it. So let's warm it up and see how much better that sounds. Oh, okay, not good. So it's been a few weeks since I've been able to do any more on the car, so today's the first chance I'm going to get to have a good look over it. But before it goes in the unit, it needs to have a good clean because it's absolutely disgusting. But before we clean it, let's just go over it and see what needs doing on the bodywork, and then we'll get it on the ramp and see how bad it is underneath. So it is absolutely covered in mould and crap and bits of tree and leaves and cobwebs. It's in a very bad way indeed. I did try and put some air in that front tyre, but that front tyre is no good at all. So I do have a temporary tyre I can put on off my my Punto GT. Initial thoughts are probably once we clean it up, it wouldn't be that bad apart from all the lacquer peel on most panels. So you see it's been definitely sat in the sun all of its life for it to happen like this. And is it me or is that rear wheel? It is, yeah. That rear wheel is kicking in that way. Is it? Yeah, do you think that wheel's kicking in? think it looks like it a little bit. Again, on the driver's side, just tons and tons of lacquer peel, tons of mould. It's going to want all 4 tyres and the probably the wheels refurbishing because they don't look that great, to be honest. Driver's lock isn't installed in here. I think we do have it. I can't remember what we did with it last time at the end of the video because it's been that long since I looked at it. But yeah, if you look at this rear wheel here, let's go stand the other side now. Does that look like that's kicking into you, or is it just my eyes? I mean, the rear light clusters are intact. They could do with a little bit of a polish if they're coming out when it's getting painted, but the body shop can do that. All the lacquer's peeling off the fuel cap. Lacquer peel on the rear bumper. These rear lights are okay. Boot lid is awful as well. Still got an exhaust on it. It's poking out quite a bit. Front brakes just rusty, but they'll all be replaced. And the headlights could do with refurbishing as well because they are both nasty. Oh yeah, the rear badge is faded. The front badge is faded as well. Broken front grille. Quick look over the interior. It's definitely had a family of rats living in it at some point. It's just everything's been chewed up. And it's all covered in mould. Even on the back. It's like a 2000 year stereo which plays MP3s. Woo! Typically the door speaker covers are rusting. Driver's side, that seat is terrible. I can't believe it's gone like that. I mean, even in there, I mean, that shouldn't really have much wear inside there. So something weird's gone on with this seat, most definitely. That steering wheel is awful. Look at the state of that. And again, all inside the door shuts, you've got cobwebs, moss, bits of tree. Engine cover under there. And that little rat's nest there, which needs to be sorted out. I mean, it's literally had all the under seal from inside the car. It's definitely not living there now, so it's had all that from under there. There's moisture on top of the fuel flap, and it hasn't rained in over a week here, so a bit concerned about that. Dead mice. So we've got a whole family of dead mice in here. So at least it wasn't a rat, but as you can see, all the pee and it stinks is eating through that carpet. It's not perfect, but it smells a darn sight better now we don't have dead mice in the boot. Oh dear. So it's in the unit, it's parked on the ramp, and if you haven't been able to tell already, I have broke my camera mount, so I can't mount my phone to my tripod. So everything's been filmed via hand until my new one arrives. So it's on the ramp, it does start. It starts better than it did the other day. The customer's given me the okay to run it. So let's see if it'll go again, if it's not in gear. So I mean, it's driven all the way in here without cutting. So it does actually sound okay when it runs. So it just doesn't like running at the minute. I imagine everything's blocked up, caked up, not enjoying it. The fuel's going to be crap, so we're going to want to get some fresh fuel in it. So now, let's make sure everything works on the interior. I have already put the window down to try and help with the smell. And let's put the ignition on and see what works. So we've got the driver's window working. Passenger window works. Comes up a bit slow, it wants greasing. In the end, we'll get there. Yeah, we're there. Blowers work, shouldn't have put those on full. So they work. We've got no engine warning lights on the dashboard, which is good. We've got no engine warning lights on the dashboard, which is good. Horn works. You can select all 5 gears and reverse. Wing mirrors. Left one doesn't work, right one does. So we've already seen this side. We've got some new shockers and some new springs for it. We've also got some new wishbones and new brakes. Right, brakes are all corroded, as we know, but they're being replaced anyway. There is some rust holes here, so that is going to need repairing because that is a hole right there. And probably going to be further along as well. Top of the suspension, that looks all okay. Brake pipe looks okay. That looks as though that will separate from the brake hose, so we can replace that. Got some rust on at the front edge of the wing and sill. A few dents and scrapes on the lower sills. I think I've seen quite a few door dinks on this side and dents on the rear quarter. So that's going to take some doing to get those out with a bit of filler. Scrape on the rear bumper. This side isn't too bad for dents. Now let's take a look on the underside. Crusty, rusty rear subframe. The rear shockers are going to get changed anyway. The brake pipes, from what I can see, they look okay up there. Again, the shocker's been done on this side. The arms do look a bit crusty, but they're okay. Rusting underneath. That's still solid. We need a little bit of welding here where that's come away, but the actual sills themselves are in really great shape. Just wants a little bit of tarting up here. This side, again, is needing a little love, but not much. Nothing all the way along there. It's even pretty good all up the back here as well. Just tidying up those few spots of rust there. It does have a few oil leaks around the back. As you can see, nice fresh oil there. Can't really see much else underneath there. But the anti-roll bar links are going to get changed as well. How's the exhaust? It looks reasonably new, as in within a few years. But all the main bits I want to look at are underneath the engine tray, and I'm not getting that off today. So I think overall it's not too bad. It just needs recommissioning. We'll put some new shockers on it, new brakes, probably some new brake hoses. I will check them out when I've got all the wheels off it. It's going to want cam belt, water pump, some new fuel in it. And then we can let the customer have it back and get the bodywork done on it. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little bit of a barn find and cleaning it up. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode when we're doing the cam belt and a few other bits and bobs on it.